Hey, how's it going? Greg here, professionally trained, officially certified, and FDA-approved reptile hunter. Now, we go on the search for reptiles that are in danger. We bring them back to safety in our reptile reserve. So, come along with me and my cameraman Dan as we go on the hunt for reptiles.
Watch this.
Reptile Hunter, saving reptiles since 2019.
Hey reptile hunters, Greg here. We're in the Isle of Pines in the Pacific Ocean. I'm actually dipping my toes into the water. Dan's a little afraid of the water, but come closer, Dan, come on. We're on the hunt for a crested gecko. Now these little guys, they like to hang out in the water and very dark places. Now, there's a disease that's been wiping out all the crested geckos in this area. So we gotta find one, bring one back to our reptile reserve, and see if we can find a cure. Now Dan, here's the deal. These little guys are really hard to find in the day because they're nocturnal. They sleep in the day and they're awake at night. The only way they're able to do this is with their eyes. They have eyes 350 times more powerful than our eyes. That's really strong. And they use camouflage to hide out from predators. So we're gonna use this to find them.
Magnifying glass. Purpose? It's a magnifying glass.
It's our trusty magnifying glass. So they're really tiny, they use camouflage, and they're asleep right now. This is gonna be tough, Dan. Let's start the hunt. All right, Dan, I'm telling you, this is one of the most elusive creatures we've ever tried to search for. So we have no other choice but to go into our field notes and try to learn more. Now, it says in chapter 3 that they actually have tiny microscopic hairs on their hands that are sticky, and they love to hang on plants. That's it, Dan. Maybe those microscopic hairs he's using to stick to the trees and the plants. Come on. So we really gotta find a plant that he would like to stick on. And these crested geckos, they really can stick and use those hands. Oh, Dan, I think we got something. We got the crested gecko. Hey, little buddy. Hey, I think he woke up. Oh, look at that. You can see the crest on his back right there. Oh, buddy, look at that little guy. Now, we gotta get him back to the reptile reserve so we can find a cure for these little guys. And we gotta sing him a lullaby because I think we woke him up. Come on, Dan. All right, guys, so we're at the reptile reserve, and we made it all the way back from the Isle of Pines with the crested gecko. And we named this guy Charlie. Now, we found a cure for Charlie and all the crested geckos. So on to the next step. We gotta get him to obey. We're training him. Play dead. Good boy. All right, now we're teaching him to jump through the hoop. Come on, Charlie. Come on. All right, here you go, Dan. Gonna try that next week with the hula hoop. But hey, have you guys ever heard of the story of Noah's Ark? From the outside looking in, it might seem like God was playing a trick on Noah. Asking him to build a big boat and fill it with animals wasn't exactly normal. But God wasn't playing a trick, and Noah knew to obey God because he was the only righteous man on earth. But that doesn't mean it was easy for Noah to obey. And I don't know about you guys, but I often struggle to obey God. And he's never asked me to do anything half as crazy as building an ark. When we learn about God, it sometimes might seem like he has a lot of rules that we're supposed to follow. Don't do this, don't do that. God doesn't ask us to obey his commands for his own amusement. He doesn't do it to be mean either. He gives us rules and instructions because he's a wise and loving God. He wants what's best for us. He knows what's best for us. We can know those things too by reading the Bible, his holy word. And as we learned last week, when we mess up, God will always forgive us if we show that we're truly sorry and that we want to change. Many times though, obeying God will set us apart from the rest of the world. People thought Noah was crazy when he was building the ark, and they let him know it too. But he didn't let that stop him from following God's instruction. We shouldn't do that either. Sometimes people will poke fun at you for following God, and other times they'll give you bad advice that goes against what he teaches us. But the more we obey God, the more we will see why he wants us to obey. And even when we fail, we don't have to let that get us down. We can always ask for forgiveness from him. We can always start again. So if you need it, let this week be a fresh start for you. And remember, God wants your obedience because he loves you. And it's a way for us to show that we love him. So that does it for us at the Reptile Reserve. And we'll see... Dan, it's an alligator in Florida. Charlie, stay. Good boy. Let's go, Dan. We'll be back, Charlie.
Reptile Hunter, saving reptiles since 2019.